today I did go to the theater with my daughter, and we watched the new live action remake of Snow White, directed by Mark Webb, who has previously done the Amazing Spider-Man movies. And I'm already prepared for your comments. Yeah, oh yeah, he's woke. He's getting paid by Disney. But no, I'm not a big fan of this movie. However, I think there are some interesting things to discuss about this movie. If you do know anything about the Snow White original film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I do have a review of it. So I will pop up the review in the comments section if you're watching this on YouTube, or just check it, search this on YouTube. But I love that original film, the first animated live action or first animated feature film from Walt Disney. And I grew up on the Disney properties. So going into this movie, I had some hesitation going into it because I've heard of a lot of the kind of the controversy with the Rachel Zeglers and the Gal Gadot's personal takes and stuff like that in the media. So it follows the film, though, follows a lot of the similar tropes that the movie does have. It shows this young, beautiful princess named Snow White as she is, her parents have passed away in mysterious ways. And then there's this evil queen who's kind of taken over and wants to be the fairest in the land. And of course wants to kill Snow White. So we do see a lot of these familiar beats. There's some different songs that we get to see. We get to see different little bit of tweaks in the story as well to make it kind of modernized, and I think there's some interesting stuff in the storytelling. I think Rachel Zegler does a good job with her vocals and the songs that she does sing. I think she necessarily doesn't fit the role of Snow White great, but she does a pretty serviceable job with the character of Snow White. Gal Gadot does a fantastic job looking the part of this evil queen. Her look is probably far one of the best looks in all of the Disney live action remakes. I think she would be probably my number 2 pick if I had to rank them. I think Angelina Jolie as Maleficent is probably the best looking character in a live action form. However, the problem is when Gal Gadot does sing her songs and does act the part, she completely seems really campy, and it could go be an amazing campy performance, or what movie are you in, Matt Damon, or what movie are you in, Gal Gadot type of performance there. It is completely different than anything else. There's a lot of fun facial moments that she does throw out, like over exaggeration of her expression. So there's that. There's some completely bonkers CGI dwarfs. Dopey, they make an emphasis that he doesn't talk, but guess what? He may or may not at the end. And then Grumpy as well is another one that people really love. Grumpy from the animated movie, and the CGI dwarfs are a big problem here. But I think, though, for me as a 36-year-old male going into a Disney live action remake about a Disney princess, I would doing a disservice just to bash the movie. I think that my daughter really loved it, and that's the key there. A kid will love it, and I think that I would be saying that that's horrible, stay away from it. I think the 2.5 on IMDb is kind of ridiculous because people are completely bashing it based off people's political views outside of the filmmaking standpoint. I think that's kind of a disservice to the people who actually make the movie. I think it's actually a lot better than that. It's some fun stuff. I think that it does have princess problems. Yeah, that's the title of the song in the movie. However, and I think the movie does have some princess problems, and does seem kind of different than the original one. However, what do we expect with these remakes? Overall, now I'm not going to bash the movie for being a complete crap, because I don't think it's complete crap. I think it's completely average for the remake. I do like some of the remakes. I love Cinderella. I think Jungle Book's one of the best. I even really wanted to see Guy Ritchie's Aladdin, and I enjoy that for what it is. I think Snow White is completely great at number 2 stars out of 4 for me, and that's where I'll put it. I think there are some things that there's some issues with it, but overall as a film, it's fine. It's serviceable. Kids will love it, and it won the box office, and it's a big disliked film on YouTube. So bring it, boys. I'm the new Zach Saltz of the channel. Bring me the hate for giving this movie any kind of praise.
It's much more worth seeing than Quantumania was.
Zach.
I mean, it won the box office by almost 40 million. It was the only movie that made over 5 million. It made 43 million. Black Bag was second at 4.4. Captain America 4.1. Mickey 17 3.9. Novocaine 3.8. And one of the movies we're about to talk about got 3.2 and finished in sixth. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how that one ends up turning out.
I am looking forward to
these. That's my question. Just why?
Yeah, that is true. I'm looking forward more and more with the Lilo and Stitch one, but I would love the music. I think it looks very similar to the movie. The biggest remake though is how are people going to respond to the DreamWorks live action remake of How to Train a Dragon? That looks beat for beat the same. And it's the same thing.
And it's not that old, like that, and the live action Moana. I'm like, what? You just made these movies. Why are we going live action?
Why are we doing that?
Yeah,
yeah,
money.
Yeah,
money.
Yeah, this is true. But yeah, the most exciting thing that happened in Snow White was a kid threw up behind me and then disappeared after like the whole family disappeared for 45, like the rest of the movie, and they threw up like 45 minutes in,
as they should have.
So there we go.